Romans chapter 6 says, what shall we say then after preaching the gospel and talking about justification? Are we to continue in sin that grace may abound? In other words, if my sin brings God's free grace, why don't I just keep sinning? And oh, by the way, until you really ask that question, until you really go there thinking, well, wait a minute, I could just do whatever I want. You're not getting grace until you go there, logically. Right? So if you've never gone there, and that you're not quite getting grace. People who really get it go, well, wait a minute. Maybe I could just me and Jesus can have our own deal. I get grace. I get to do what I want. Until you go there, I don't know that you get it. So Paul is basically saying, listen, this is the logical conclusion. Or can I go and sin like crazy? And then he says, by no means. By no means. God forbid. Why? How can we who died to sin still live in it? The answer is you can't. You can't. We're dead to sin. We are owned and alive to God. We are not owned and alive to sin. Our sin does not own us. Our sin does not define us. We are dead to it. You have to believe that you're really dead to sin, or you will not overcome it. That no matter how alluring, how attracting, how tempting a sin is, you can say yes to God and no to it. And our problem is a lot like, if you remember the movie back in the day, it's been years now. It was a really good movie when the first time you saw it, then it was ruined, right? The Sixth Sense, remember that movie? That was kind of early zombie action, right? In a way. I guess he was a ghost. But anyway, you know my point, right? The problem with Bruce Willis in that movie is Bruce Willis is dead, but he doesn't know it, right? And then when he realizes he's dead, everything makes sense. Right? Same with us spiritually. When we realize we're dead to sin, everything starts making sense. Living by faith starts being something that is actually attainable and preferable.